So I thought I'll deal with this subject because a lot of people are calling us and saying to us that you're not dealing with subjects where India has to explain its position. Why are the Indians doing this? Why are the Indians supporting Russia? Why are you giving them, so much money? Why are you buying their oil? So I thought I'll deal with it, right? I like to deal with every subject straight up. So what's the problem? I'd like to just ask Dove to start with. What's the problem if we buy millions of gallons or as much, if we give the Russians billions of worth of business in oil? We buy all over the world. We are one of the world's largest trading countries. We buy oil from Russia. What's the problem? I don't understand the concern.
Well, Arnab, I've heard your argument. The problem is simply this. You're helping to finance Putin and helping him that way to continue to prosecute what he calls an operation, but it's actually an invasion and a cruel invasion of Ukraine. Now, I was watching what you showed about the West, and I find it interesting. You quoted Jen Psaki, who's not from my party, as you know, who said what she said about India. But then you did show that Mr. Biden has stopped importing oil. We're not importing Russian oil. The British, you didn't have them on either because they're cutting back. As for the French and the Germans and the Italians, they've said they will cut back. They're just going to take longer. Does that make them hypocritical? You can decide that. But the United States in particular has totally cut them off. The British are on the verge of doing just that. And I would argue that what India could have done and could still do is reduce how much it buys. We recognize that it's very dependent on Russian oil, but so are the Germans.
She may not be.
And so are the French.
Okay, so she may not be part of your party, but she's the White House press secretary, so I don't know. What's the larger point that you're making?
No, I'm telling you that, but the point is,
no, but I'm also telling you that she's the everyone saw. I'm just saying to you that she's the White House press secretary. It doesn't matter whether she's from your party or not.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
my point is exactly that.
So let me ask you. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Okay. So actually we got a response coming in from General Dhruv Katoch, director of the India Foundation. Yes, General Katoch. General Katoch, go on.
Well, I heard this argument, and I think really it doesn't make any sense. You see, Germany is... Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Arnab, there is a huge time difference between when I'm speaking and when the audio is coming back to me.
I know. Please continue. Nevertheless, we're all hearing you loud and clear.
Right. So, when we are looking at what the Americans are doing, it is very clear that they have laid no sanctions on Germany, who are still buying a huge quantity of gas from the Russians because they can't without it. And the cutoff date they have made is 2027. Now, I don't think that is fair. The Americans are also now quite keen to do business with Venezuela and with Ecuador. And if Iran gives them a sweet deal, they're quite prepared to deal with Iran. Incidentally, India cut off all supplies from Iran because they were under sanctions with the US, and it hurt us tremendously. We have played a very responsible role as far as this particular conflict is concerned, specifically on trying to maintain peace and getting both the sides to back off. But the Americans, unfortunately, and so as the West, you are trying to arm Ukraine. Ultimately, you will be fighting Russia to the last Ukrainian. I think that is where the basic problem lies.